I think my lawn sister, she's married to a white guy. I think they went to go see like 12 Years a Slave or something like that.
Oh wow.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't even do that.
But
That's
her
not fair.
husband.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Like,
You can't watch movies because you married somebody that's not
right.
that culture.
That's actually smart not to watch.
I was
No,
gonna
no, no.
say, that
I think
just
it's
seems
smart
like
not to
so
watch it.
Coming ahead.
No, I think
Keep peace in your house.
That's called
No.
prolonging the demise.
The inevitable.
yeah, like I think if I have a spouse that's white and I say, hey, I want to go see 12 Years a Slave, and they say I don't want to see it, I'm gonna be like, why the fuck you don't want to see it? You watch every other documentary. You watch every other like history-based movie. Why the fuck you don't want to see this one? Like I would legitimately have a problem. But I remember asking her, I was like, so what? And I really don't know if it was 12 Years a Slave, but it was something along those lines.
The Django.
Well, Django was more like a comedy or whatever. But
hey,
something along those lines. And I remember asking her, I was like, what was it like? She was like, man, it was rough. It was heavy.
You see?
Really?
Because they don't get,
But
no offense.
I feel like it doesn't even always have to be like you being in a relationship. I feel like my older sister, she gets very uncomfortable watching anything that has to do with slaves or like that kind of like time period in history. Like she just gets very uncomfortable. She just doesn't like to see stuff like that. Like it just
That's fair.
Don't sit right with her. So I mean, for a white person to say that is kind of just like maybe they just are uncomfortable with that time period, knowing that their race
No,
was
fuck all that.
responsible for all
the
of
thing is,
the
thing is, like for the kicker for me was, why didn't he stop moving? Like when the cop was trying to arrest him in Fruitville.
Oh, Fruitville. Okay.
Like why didn't he just stop?
I hate that.
Yeah, and so like when that created an argument that lasted a good week or two.
Wait, what was your response? I actually want to know.
Like I can't even be.
Like, what you mean?
Yeah, like probably was like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, why didn't he stop? First of all, why is he arresting him? Like it was just like
really
you know what I'm saying? Like, cause like this is too much for the beginning. I mean, too much for the cop to be doing from the very beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
But and she's on some like, well, if he just stopped moving, it won't get that bad type of situation. And I'm like, what? Like, but again, this is what, 10 years ago, whatever the case may be. So my thing is like watching certain movies is very, very important. Like, especially if you're dating outside of your race, because I need to know where it is.
Stand,
and you know what I really can't stand? Because I've dated, and again, I don't want to make this a race thing, but I've dated white women.
Everything is a race thing. It's America.
I dated white women where it was like, and I hate the pity sympathy too. So it's like there's no real win. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God,
that movie.
I can't believe that he would do that.
Yeah, like, oh
why
my
would
God.
he do that? I can't believe these.
I can't believe it either.
And I'm like, yeah, bitch, like, and I can like, because I can only hear that so many times. I'm like, yo, yeah, but like I'd rather you just be like, yo, fuck these niggas. I'd be like, I'm with you. Fuck them. You don't share the same passion as me. Like, you're still questioning.
Yeah.
Like real life history, so it gets real sticky.
Crazy.
Yeah,
my question.
I would never.
What was crazy?
And that's the.
What was crazy?
The fact that white cops harass black men.
Yeah, like what was crazy?
What was crazy?
Yeah, I want to know.
That just happened last week, right?
Like,
right.
That happens.
American
Can you
history-
educate me?
Yeah, let me know.
American History X was a phenomenal
an amazing movie.
Yeah,
amazing.
Like, one of my favorites.
Oh wait, what is the most?
What was it?
It is burned into my. Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
She pussy.
It is.
Right?
It is like burned into my brain when he told him to put his mouth on the curb.
Oh, me too,
Everybody.
Aaron. Me too,
Oh,
Aaron.
Everybody, and then we're
God.
like,
What is it?
it's
Just
important.
American History X.
Like, what are you? Like, you watch
That's
it?
a prison movie, right?
It's intense,
No.
but it's
I've
really,
never
one is
heard
that?
of that.
It's
I don't think
really.
you like-
I can't watch some of those
American
movies.
History.
It's the real life version.
It's good.
I
It's
can't
an
watch
amazing
Fruitville Station.
Yeah,
no,
not,
but this movie
not your
Got
depressing.
one voice,
in
one
terms
voice.
of film,
not your little pop culture sweet bullshit. This is
Amanda,
This
stay in
is
your
real
bubble.
life.
Stay in
One
your
voice,
bubble.
one voice.
Safe place to be.
Stay in your bubble. But the thing is, there was actually a new movie that I just recently watched. I would say within the last month or two, and I would say the movie's no more than a year old that just implemented that scene where somebody bit the curb and he stomped on them. I forgot what it was, and
Cannot ever.
I kind of get mad because I'm like, that's a signature move from this. Like,
yeah, you
we
gonna
know
have to
that
kill
from
me another way.
See, but this is what I was trying to say
that was
to you
amazing.
guys.
I said,
Again, I want to go back to that
But I'm not
Netflix
gonna-
and chill.
appreciate
Now,
how much
you gonna have
thuggy
to
now,
kill me
he was.
another
We have to
way.
understand we're emotional beings. we all have, we're emotional creatures.
You got
If
what's
I'm
coming in.
trying to bring you to the crib, and I got the drinks,
That's all I care about, man.
I
Fuck
got
this
the
movie.
drinks and I got the mix.
I'm joking.
And
Gosh.
woman, you talking about, Fruitville Station. I just never finished watching it. You gonna mess up the whole vibe.
That's not the.
No, that's not the first day. That's definitely
No, the first day at the
No.
house.
No, that's not the first day you want to put
Definitely
that.
That's
in
not
there.
the- that's not the right
watch
vibe.
that the first
You gotta do that after
date.
you fuck. Like,
Remember we said about testing?
I don't know, unless it's Dr. Umar. If Dr. Umar is your date, we watching
You
American History
definitely
X.
watching it?
We watching Fruitvale Station. We watching Malcolm X autobiography. Well, we watching all the good shit.
Because moods
Well,
are
Shout
moods,
out Dr.
right?
Umar. Are you coming on our show? What's up?
Because we're waiting for you. Moods are moods. Because I remember my brother Richard told me one time, he was like, always remember, when you're sad, never listen to sad music.
Yep.
Makes it, yeah, it definitely
Right?
exacerbates it.
When
Yeah.
you trying to fuck,
I love that.
You like
when
to
you
wallow
trying to
in it.
fuck, put
Oh,
on
wallow.
something. I'm going to go with Amanda on this one. Put something on that's pop. Something light.
Yeah.
Something
Comedy.
that's not gonna. And if she don't pause the movie, fellas, in my opinion, she's not. When people that
Well,
control
you
the
said
projectors,
you wasn't gonna pause the movie.
I'm not
so
pausing it.
No, he
What?
doesn't care.
I don't care if you pause the movie.
I
I'm
care.
not there for that.
And I'm gonna tell you, pause it.
How many
well,
movies
I mean,
you gotta watch
the
in your
thing is,
life?
Alan.
Day
Wait,
1 or
Alan.
day 17.
We gotta be real because we're on 8 at the table.
Sure,
It's if we're trying to
smash.
build with somebody or smash is different. If I'm trying to smash, I don't care if you pause the movie either.
You know,
But if I want you to be my real girlfriend, I want you to consider me in all areas.
So
just
Rico,
like
I'm gonna
I will
tell you something because you help me see things from one lens, and I'm gonna help you see things from another lens. Just this moment right here. You ready for me?
I'm closing my
All right,
eyes.
you ready? Try to see this. Try to see this from this lens, right? I used to think some of my friends was like, man, I'm just trying to beat Shorty down 2-3 times and I'm done with it. That ended up being their wife.
Yeah.
Most of these guys, bro, you never know how this thing is gonna play out. He's just taking her to the house thinking, I'm gonna hit that and be good. I'm like, yo, what's up? Yo, we're going out tonight? Nah, yo, Shorty says she's gonna come over again tonight. Yo, Shorty says she's moving in. Yo.
No, you invited her.
Now, if
Yeah.
you knew she ain't
But
paused that
Exactly.
movie, you
About
could
some
dead
shorty
that
said,
right
shorty
there.
But that's the thing, Alan.
No, he's gone.
and my
He's
thing,
in love.
So, and it goes down to say
lost
this,
him.
right? It goes down to say the heart wants what it wants. So you might go in with one intention, and
But
then
Alan,
no,
you
but the
don't
thing
know.
is, the
hold
problem.
on. Here's the question: the longevity of those relationships.
That's where I wanted to go, right? Because
the longevity. How did it work out for them? And don't make up false facts.
it's 24 months and it's over.
I know a couple.
Where they at now?
You got 24 months and then it's
they,
over.
they didn't work
Ooh, is that
out.
Montana?
I think in my experience of seeing this,
It didn't work out.
when you walk, no, they're still together, most of them, if not
They
all of them.
happy.
But it's not about happiness right now. Just pay attention to what I'm saying to you.
They're together.
It's not about happiness.
It is about happiness.
It's about they didn't work out all the, they call that the kinks, the
Yeah.
ticks,
Kinks, yeah.
the kinks.
Or the
So
issues,
they didn't really go through their issues. They spent so much time connecting with each other. They didn't know if they like the same movies, the same books, the same this, the same that.
So what they were just
So-
fucking?
So I
Mhm.
think as humans, discovering that about each other is part of the navigating system. So what keeps them together is always figuring different things out about each other.
Fuck no. Listen, Alan.
If they had paused the movie. 'cause
Wait,
you
that's the
told
stuff
them
that
it was
keeps
a
you
thing.
together, though.
I was about to say,
Nah,
I love that stuff.
I want to get
Like,
personal, okay? I've had more than 2 relationships, right?
I was about to say, you've said
But-
that more than once on
What
the show.
in my personal opinion, right? My most healthiest relationship was very intentional. We were very communicative. We were very direct. And even to the point where it was like, hey, listen, if there's an issue, I need you to address it this way.
Right. Yeah.
And this was all within the first 3 months. If you ask me how many arguments I had with that girl, I could probably count on 1 or 2 hands. Right? Now, the ones that I did that bullshit, the heart wants what it wants, I've been figuring things out the entire time because we've never had a real life actual sit down and understanding of each other. We just was going for the
The flow.
connection. Yeah,
Yeah.
going with the flow and then trying to work the kinks out as they came.
Don't
but
do that.
and I don't recommend it because it's
so Rico, my question for you is this.
Don't do that.
you know what I'm saying?
Tell me now.
Because now we have
Now,
to figure
don't
this
do
out.
that.
Now I don't want to have sit downs with you
Don't do
at
that.
12 months. I don't want to have another sit down with you at 18, and I don't want to have another sit down with
But
you
Rico,
at 24.
that relationship that you had, the great communication, what we will call healthy. We'll call it healthy.
Yep.
What was the one thing wrong with that relationship?
The one thing that was wrong
Rico?
with it was Rico's money that came.
See?
Well, I would honestly say it was youth
Rico.
and money. If I was, let's say 30 or
Wrong
35 and accustomed to having a stable life, it'd be way different. So the fact that, which is a whole different situation, but in my actual relationship, within the relationship, what was wrong? Nothing. Like, there was nothing wrong. Like, we had, everything was ironed out. Everything was figured out. We moved collectively. We spoke in each other's love languages. We were actually literally on point with everything. The only thing that happened was a 25-year-old had gotten more than 6 figures in his life for the first time in his life and fucking balled out. And when I say balled out, I mean balled out. Everybody got the wrath, right? And Alan was here in my corner saying, keep going. Keep going. Momentum is everything. And I said, bang.
Terrible.
Double down. Double down. Double down.
So what you're saying is that Alan was the reason.
No, it was me. It was me.
Influence,
But I had encouragement. But
very unhealthy.
Terrible
but
advice.
in all honesty, if you ask me would I change it, no, because there's experiences in my life that literally
Took from that.
that literally allowed me to be able to speak, and I've never lived.
You said this before.
So now that I can say I lived is different. But
Makes
the problem is when I started living again, I started living backwards and doing this stupid shit like, oh, let's go with the heart ones. Yo, you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. Shit is cool. But we're not discussing how we are. We don't discuss how we work. So now I have to go ahead and start back at day one on day, 365.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
You know
cool.
what?
Like,
When you think about it, I think the best and maybe most successful relationships are probably a mixture between what the heart wants and what the mind can comprehend.